I don't think they did a good enough job tonight of getting Clay Thompson going. He had 19 shots tonight, 10 points. Um, yeah, I, I think they needed to do a better job of really getting Clay going. You know, tough tonight, tough night. Steph did all he could. When your two wings go out, it's tough. It's tough sledding from there. Really, really tough night. Good effort though. Good effort. I actually respect the effort tonight. There's plenty of times in the game tonight where they could have let go of the rope, you know, and they didn't. They kind of just fought through it, and we had a chance to win the game. We just didn't have enough. Um, when your two wings go out, one gets fouled out, one sprains his ankle. You see the end result of it. But um, I think the playmakers need to do a better job of putting Clay in the right positions to get buckets. Didn't exactly get it right in his shot pocket, so it sort of caused him to be out of rhythm tonight. So, but we'll get it next time.
How did you feel about that final possession lineup? Like when they
Urgo, hold on. Are you serious, bro? Are you
No,
the
bro. No, he's
playmakers
not
in our
fucking
wings?
No, he's
serious.
not serious,
No,
bro.
he's
Come
not
on, like
No,
fucking serious.
nobody.
Are
Next
you
thing
Come
we're
on,
serious,
man.
gonna see
bro?
is Klay Thompson pull off one leg from the fucking hash mark in front of two guys. Are you kidding me?
I'm
This
sorry,
is
bro.
fucking ridiculous.
I'm not letting us get away with this, man. The man was 4 of 20 tonight, bro. 4 of 20. 4 of 20. 4 of
I
20.
wasn't even gonna mention Clay Thompson honestly because
His best look of the
like
game was the first fucking bucket on Trey Young. Everything else was pulled up in everyone's face.
Can
Oh
I ask
my
y'all a
I
question?
was
god.
told he
Wait,
doesn't
wait,
do
wait,
that
wait, wait,
yesterday
wait,
though. I was
wait.
told he
Can I
doesn't do
ask
that
everybody a
yesterday.
question? Can I ask everybody a question? When the Kaminga fouled out and the nigga Trey Young missed a free throw, what is the excuse why this nigga got an extra free throw or got 3 free throws when it was 119, 121? I know I ain't the only motherfucker that saw that shit. What was the fucking excuse why this nigga got 3 free throws and it became 121, 121? Cause that shit made me fucking ballistic, nigga. Like, what is going on here? The fuck? What is going on? Nigga slipped and fuck
He
got
started
rewarded
glitching out.
again. Y'all ain't see that shit?
Yo, what the
Y'all ain't
fuck?
see that shit?
I heard bro.
How about lane violation, man? Come on, man.
Yo,
That nigga
No,
missed
they only
two
call the
free
lane
Oh,
throws.
violations when it's close and they need the Warriors to lose. So
bro,
this is just absolutely, man. We got
Yeah,
to take pride in our defense, though, man. That
that's
shit was
it's hard
despicable.
with four
Shoeless
guards,
Wiggins
man.
tonight,
It's hard to
man.
take pride defense with four guards.
Are we gonna talk about how a G League two-way player and a rookie making $5 million combined is playing better than a guy who's making 43 million, an eighth
Fuck
of what
way.
he's
Right.
making? Are we gonna
Don't
Let's
talk
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 about
about
the
that?
about it.
Teflon Don
Let's
like that,
talk
man.
about it. Let's talk about it, nigga.
An eighth of what
Lester
he's making, bro,
Quinones,
and they're
Lester
more productive.
Quinones outplayed Clay. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
Like,
Clay's just a negative for the team, bro. And I'm
I,
sorry,
honestly,
but
bro,
it's time for this conversation to be had.
I feel like he
listen,
just had a bad game. I feel like he
listen.
just had a bad game. But
Nah, nah. Like, no. One, I think we need to give him grace. That's the first thing. The second thing is like, I don't think they gave him good balls to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at it, some balls were behind him.
Are you
It,
serious?
It's because he in the space,
nah,
bro.
nah,
I
Nah,
nah.
love.
This
Urkel,
is
stop,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
stop,
I've
forced a
stop,
got
lot of
stop.
that
Clays in
shit,
here.
man. He
listen to
forced a
me.
lot of that shit.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
Then
He
a
had
couple of
one.
the shots. Listen to me. Then a couple of the shots. Atlanta left him way too open. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is as a shooter, bro. Like when you're
Bro, he
left too
So
trolling.
open.
it's Atlanta's fault. It's Atlanta's fault.
Listen to me. Yeah. So Atlanta should
Wow,
have guarded him better
you're
on those
right.
shots because, bro, how many times have you played basketball and team just left you wide open? It's a psychological thing. So at least
Nah, you're
contest
right.
him so he can make the shot.
So
Like,
tell me this: it's Atlanta's fault. He played good defense. He got the steal, and Kaminga has a wide open dunk, and he decides to take a pull up three with people in his face. That's
listen,
not
Yeah,
his
but
fault.
remember, you got to
Or
remember
listen.
what he did a few years ago,
letting
though.
Trae Young
But
cook
you got,
him, letting DeJounte Murray cook him, not trying on defense, and then just gets the ball, feet not even set, just shooting.
Hey,
That's
but
not his
but you
fault.
forgot what he did
he got a
years
boat
ago,
though.
though. He has a boat and a
He
dog.
got a
So
boat.
you're forgetting those
Yeah,
No,
things.
no,
boat
no,
and
no. A
dog.
few
His
years ago,
birthday's coming up, dude. His birthday's coming up. Don't make him
I don't give a
upset.
shit.
Don't
I
make
We
him
don't
gonna
give a
cut him
shit.
on
I
his
upset,
don't give a
birthday.
shit.
please.
A few years ago, you had the
Please.
best
Ibrahim,
defense in
grab
the
the
league.
stones.
You had the best defense in the league, so you were able to get away with it. But now everyone's older. You don't have that good defense, and now this guy needs to get packed up. Pack him up. You're playing Draymond at the 5. I give a week before Draymond breaks down. You cannot play him at the 5, man. You cannot. He's just old now. He's still an elite defender, one of the best. You can't play him at the 5. Pack Clay up. Bye-bye. Thank you for the 4 rings. Get out of here. Ship him off and get his centers. Otherwise, you keep him. You're not winning another title. You cannot win with Steph and Clay in the backcourt no more. They're both negative defenders, and you cannot expect Steph to defend no more. He has to go out there and drop 60. And this is not a winning formula no more, man. You can't do this no more.
Hey, real talk. Where the fuck was Trace in overtime, man?
Where was
That's what I was
anybody
saying.
over
That's
Where
six
the
that's
fuck
feet?
was a
this
big
coach
guy
Four
in
also
four
gotta
overtime?
go.
guards
This
on the
coach
court at the
Four
also gotta
same
fucking
go.
time,
guards.
Kerr. Three doesn't work to begin with, Steve. Now let's go to four. Sure, it will make it better. Am I right?
After that nigga just dunked on that nigga head top. And you mean to tell me
And they're out there playing two
he
centers
was
some days.
effective like
He
crazy?
was grabbing
Effective
boards
shots,
too,
blocking
bruh.
shit, grabbing
Manhandling the
boards.
boards,
You
ripping it
feel
off
me?
of people,
Like, what are we
testing
doing, bro?
everything. But as
The
soon
shit
as
that
Wiggins
game
went out,
angered me
bruh,
because that was our win. The
as
shit that
soon as Wiggins went out with I knew the POA was cooked because Trae Young was coming down the court going, "Oh, 11's on me. Oh, damn, dinner is served. Dinner is
oh yeah,
served."
he
Just
was
cooking
cooking
him
niggas.
the whole
He was
night.
Jesus
He
food.
was
Christ,
looking at him like
man.
he
Clay
Come
was
on,
Thompson
food.
man.
can't even
Fine
finish
Come
guy
his
with
on,
his
part
not
of
last
the
Hold
one,
on.
game.
Come
food.
man.
on, guys. Come
Not
on. Come on. Come on. Hold on,
come
guys.
on,
Hold on.
man.
Hold
Not
on.
food. Not
He is
Hold
food.
food
on,
on
guys. Hold
defense.
on.
He is food. My
Hold
grandma.
on, guys.
Barbecue chicken.
Come on, guys. You gotta relax, man. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Nah, I ain't gonna cap, bro.
Why did Steph not step
What?
back three?
Hey,
Like he
Earthquake
G
did
Shadow.
Money,
Earth
we
last
Shadow.
game?
still
Why
we
he didn't
still
step
need
back?
him.
Earthquake
Anytime he
Shadow.
could potentially start hitting shots, potentially. So you gotta.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Please go one at a time. I get that emotions are high right now, but Brian, what's going on?
What's up, y'all? I just want to know how much you two guys need to see, right, from Clay before y'all stop doing the thing, where you come on the next morning in Space Gang in the morning, right, and say that we need Clay, we need the spacing, we need him for the vibes and stuff like that. I don't know how much you guys need to see before you stop doing that.
Brian, I understand your frustration. I get it. But who played good defense today at POA? Did
Bro,
anybody? It wasn't just Clay's fault, man. The
hey,
defense was cooked today.
Shadow, with
Trey
all due
Young
respect,
was
bro.
abusing these guys, bro. It was
Shadow, with all
crazy.
due respect, bro. Half of the defensive issues was our two wings going out. The other two was Clay missing and the long threes going out on and the Hawks converting them in transition. Those are that's 50% right there with the wings and 50% the long three misses.
No, but
That's
we're
what it
over
was.
here. We're over here doubling Trey. Like Trey hasn't seen a double. He doesn't fold like a cheap suit like Devin Booker
Hey, bro,
or get
Shadow,
ants.
come on, bro. You watch the game, dog. Come on,
Come
bro.
on, bro. Why were we doubling Trey though?
I
Just play the
understand.
man single.
Understand,
Bro,
bro.
Wiggins got hurt.
Bro,
We're
Wiggins
Shadow
got
has a
leaving.
point.
Shadow,
We're
come on, bro.
leaving Bogey wide open, bro.
Shadow
Shadow,
has
come
a
on, dog.
point,
We saw
bro.
the game, B. We saw the game, B.
Y'all see
Brother,
the
I
stat
saw
We
the
saw the
line?
game,
game,
and
B.
Wiggins was in single coverage, having that guy in jail.
Oh my god. He
I
had
Even
two
though
understand
I
Wiggins
blocks
was
in the
wasn't
out.
first
playing him,
quarter on him, bro. He was
Wiggins was out,
cooking
dog.
him.
I understand that, but Wiggins can't be the only guy who can guard a
Yeah,
man one
I
on one,
agree.
man.
I agree.
I understand, bro. But I'm just asking you how much y'all need to see from Clay before y'all do the thing tomorrow morning. Cause I know it's coming. It's gonna come
You're
like
asking the
clockwork.
wrong people.
Where we need Clay for the vibes, we need Clay for spacing, and da da da. We're gonna be good. I just want to know when is it? When does the string end?
Brother, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Our defense today wasn't it, man? It wasn't even the skill level. It was the pride. The pride wasn't there.
They were
The pride
tired,
wasn't
Shadow.
there.
They were so tired. You saw it even on the
Well,
offensive end.
Trey
They were
should have
just
played more,
yes,
and they should have
agreed.
been rotating guys in and out
Agreed.
then if they were
But you
tired,
you
man.
you saw it on the offensive end. How many threes were they just chucking up for no reason? Not even just
Bro,
Clay.
they shot like 50 something threes. I think like
Yeah, they
55
And they were
threes
all
or
hitting
something.
front rim
and they
too.
were they were all short front rim. They weren't getting good offensive looks. And when your offense is stagnant, then they're gonna come down on transition on defense, and it's just not gonna be. It's not a good recipe to win. It was a back to back. Would have loved to have the win, but
This is what we're
we
talking
were gonna
about
have to
right
grind it
now.
out.
This is what we're doing. That they were on a back to back. This is the fucking excuse that we're making right now. Are you
Oh
You
serious?
gotta
no,
be
no,
crazy.
I'm just
Hold on
saying
a
it was
second.
just terrible
Let's fucking
offense.
talk about what just fucking happened. Steve motherfucking Kerr sabotaged this fucking game. A fucking masterpiece by Steph fucking Curry, who had 50 points by regulation. And what did Steve do? Andrew Wiggins was hurt. Fine. What did Steve do? He went to a 4-guard fucking lineup with Klay Thompson at fucking power forward. Are you fucking serious? You guys thought that the Warriors had a shot in hell going into overtime if he went to that fucking lineup again in overtime? Do you know what happened in overtime? The Hawks started 11-0 in the first 2 minutes in overtime. Why? Because they got 4 fucking guards on the floor and they're doubling Trey at the fucking half-court fucking line, treating him like he's fucking Steph Curry, and your front court is fucking dead. Kuminga
I
fouled
agree,
out.
Jim.
Okay, where the fuck is Trace? Did Trey
I was
help the
saying
team
that.
when they were down in the dumps in the third quarter? Yes or no? Why did he not play in this? Why did he not play in the first half? And then why did he have to come in and save their fucking ass and then not get minutes again in the fourth fucking quarter? Why is Guy fucking Santos on the floor more than Trace fucking Jackson? Why the fuck are 4 guards on the floor? You guys thought that they had any shot in hell in winning this fucking game in overtime when Steve Kerr watched his team give up 11 fucking points in the first 2 minutes and then kept with that fucking lineup? You thought that they were going to win that fucking game or had any shot in hell to win that fucking game? Are you serious? Did you not tell yourself, yo, if he's going with this 4-guard fucking lineup, they're going to lose this fucking game in overtime? Did you say that to yourself or no? Because if you didn't, you should. They're not winning
Well,
the fucking game with a 4-guard fucking lineup. Steve Kerr, fuck you. You fucking clown piece of shit. You're not a fucking coach. You're a clown. You're a feelings manager. A fucking feeling sentimental manager. Why is Klay Thompson still closing the fucking game? What is he doing out there that Warren's playing him out there? He's 4 of 19 from the fucking field, chucking shots left and fucking right. It doesn't fucking matter who's on the fucking floor. Why is he taking 19 fucking shots? He's a 0 on offense and defense. What is the point of him?
He draws
Pinion
2,
has
Jim. He
outplayed
draws
Russell
2.
by 3 fucking times tonight. Klay, you are so fucking easily replaceable. It's not even fucking funny, bro. You should be fucking shamed. Be fucking embarrassed, bro. At least have some fucking decency to not chuck up a bunch of fucking shots when you can't hit the side of a fucking barn, bro. You suck. This is embarrassing. And guess what? Steph Curry was so fucking good that they were going to overcome that anyway. But Steve fucking Kerr took that fucking chance away from the fucking team. Fuck you, Steve. You're garbage. You're human fucking garbage. These players are laying it on the fucking line for you, and you're putting on a lineup that can't fucking defend. You're trash. Resign. Have some fucking shame. Blame yourself. Media, you better fucking question this motherfucker for playing the 4-guard fucking lineup and sticking to it the entire fucking overtime. Motherfucker.
Hey, someone get Big Perk in the spaces, man.
Man,
We
it's
need some
Steve. It's
media in here.
classic Steve Kerr logic. 3-guard lineup doesn't work. Well, fuck it. Let's try 4. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to
How
me.
the
Fuck
fuck were
Steve,
you
Hey,
guys
dog.
talking about
Jim.
anything other than that to start this off, man? That's what I
Hey,
want to
Jim.
know.
Clay
Oh, they were on a
brings
back-to-back.
spacing
They
on
were
defense.
tired. Steph Curry dropped 60 fucking points. What are you
Clay
talking
brings
about?
spacing on defense, bro.
All the fucking analysis.
We need Clay spacing on defense. You didn't know that? Clay
You
gives the
need
guard
Clay
space to
spacing
work.
on defense. What
Yeah,
does that
Clay
You,
mean?
gives
you
the
do.
guard space to work.
He
He's
needs to
right.
be spacing in Brooklyn, bro.
Clay has
He's right.
You need
gravity,
his
so you
spacing
know
on defense. What does that
his
mean?
gravity
He
can
gives the guard
help
space
with
to work.
Well,
playmaking.
the
So
other
you
the
know,
other best part about Clay shooting his contested jump shots was the double clutch in the middle of the shot too. I thought that was really
good
good.
technique.
So
You know,
I I, I
You know,
thought that
I
was
think he's pretty good
really
at like
good
letting people go
offensive
by him.
shots right there.
That's the
Because
playmaker's fault, man.
If and only if we make the postseason, if are we certain that Klay Thompson's not going to shoot us out of another series again, just like the Lakers series? If we make the postseason,
Hold on. All you have to do is just give him a better ball to shoot, and you'll be fine. Don't worry about it, bro.
Bro, I'm crying, bro.
He'll be fine. Dre, if you come in here tonight, if you come in here tonight and I hear any Clay Alexander Thompson slander, I am going to be so pissed at you,
Bro.
Dre.
Yeah, man. I mean, um, I'm not even that like I'm pissed, but this was kind of gonna happen. I mean, when Wiggins went down, bro, our POA was fucked, and Steve made a stupid decision to play a 4 guard lineup for that second half, and then Clay shot that the three things that lost us the game tonight. Wiggins' injury because he was doing his job POA. Even though on offense he struggled, it didn't matter. His POA was good. And then, so Wiggins' injury was the first. The second thing was Steve Kerr going super, super, super small. Not just even small, just super, super small. And then the third thing was Klay Thompson shooting us out of the game. You cannot trust this guy. I was saying this for the longest. You cannot trust this guy, man. He's a role player. Okay. Imagine if the Miami Heat ran their offense through Duncan Robinson instead of fucking Bam Adebayo, bro. Imagine if the Miami Heat said, we're going to run our offense through Duncan instead of Bam. No, 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 no. That's not how they do it. That's not how they do it at all. We got to run it through JK. We got to run it through Steph. And I know Miami runs sets for Duncan stuff, off the ball, curls, all that good stuff. But again, they have like 3 options before Duncan, bro. 3 options. It's like Bam, Jimmy. Like they got multiple dudes that they can go to before Duncan Robinson. We on the Warriors, it's Steph and then fucking Clay, really. And we're just running shit through Clay the whole time. It's like coming off curls, coming off this. It's so predictable, bro. His game is predictable. So at this point, it is what it is. Like, imagine if Duncan Robinson was your second fucking option. Like, because that's what it was tonight. Like,
Duncan Robinson
that's
is
how
not a
we played.
dog though.
That's how we played, man. That's how we played. And listen,
Hey, man.
Kaminga had an
injuries
okay.
aside,
Yeah.
sorry, Dre.
No, I was just gonna say Kaminga had a solid game. He struggled a little bit, but he was okay. I'm not like this isn't on him. This isn't on Steph. Draymond played well. I know he had some turnovers. I really can't blame anyone from a player standpoint other than really Clay. I'm just like Lester literally outplayed Clay. Lester outplayed Clay. Like
Mo.
what do we even do from here? Like if the man's demanding. And people are like, we don't even know how much he's asking for his new contract. It's like, come on, bruh. He's asking for more money and more years. It's been reported. He declined a 2-year, $48 million deal. I don't even know if he's worth $24 million. I don't think he is. He's probably worth where D'Lo is, if that. Like the $18 million range, if that. So, it is what it is, man. Look, like I said, I'm going to speak to the fan base. Look, we can get down on this loss. We have 5 days. That's it. If you want to get down, we got 5 days. These next 5 days, whether we make a move or not, then we can determine whether the season's over and panic and whatnot. We got 5 days. This game to me is like, it's circumstantial. We got 5 days. And I'm not even talking about this season. I'm talking about this season, next season, and the season after that. Because we just watched a 35-year-old drop 60 points on the fucking road. And nobody else.
Yeah.
No, well, not nobody else. Other players showed up, but our defense was cracking, and
So Dre,
the guy. Hold on, one more thing. The guy
go
that's
ahead.
holding us, the guy that's holding us hostage with his contract, is given too much power on this or in this organization, on this team. And this notion that it's Steph, Clay, and Draymond, respectfully, it's Steph. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay? I'm sick of grouping them together. Okay? They've accomplished a lot, all three, but it's Steph. Okay? It wasn't Jordan, Pippen, Rodman. It was fucking Jordan. It wasn't Tim, Tony, Ginobili.
Dre.
It was Tim.
Dre.
Without Tim Duncan, without Kobe Bryant, without Magic Johnson, none of this shit works. None of this shit happens. Without Michael Jordan, none of this shit works. You need the fucking GOATs of the dynasty, and you need to build around them. Everyone else is replaceable, bro. Everyone else is a role player. Clay's a role player. Draymond's a role player. They're all role players. That's not slander. That's a fact. That's where they are in their careers. And by the way, so were Ginobili. So were Tony Parker. So were, there was a bunch of players throughout those dynastic runs that were role players.
You can't
Pippen
even
was.
compare Clay to those guys anymore because he's a one-way
Yeah.
player. He's a disaster on fucking defense.
Good
One
stuff,
way.
man.
One
I
way.
need a
He
damn
can't fucking
drink,
shoot.
bro.
One way. He can't fucking shoot. What's the one way? His boat? Because that's good. Because he can't fucking shoot to save his
Fucking
life.
boat.
Hold on,
I'm not hearing that shit. Look, Urkel, Dre,
Hold on.
Jim, pack
Hold
your
on. Hold on.
fucking bags. Get the U-Haul. We're packing his shit personally.
No,
He's
no,
leaving
no,
his
no,
fucking.
no. Relax. Wait, why does it always have to be a Clay slander session, bro? Like,
Because that fucker just shot 4 for 19.
no, bro. He just had a bad night, bro. Like, just relax. It'll be fine.
Bro,
Oh yeah, Curry,
You're doing
get
great,
your
tell,
shit
dog.
like,
packed too.
Urkel's being sarcastic. He's pointing out that these Clay stands are unwilling to acknowledge anything, and now he's
Hold
resorted to sarcasm to highlight this.
Hey Dre, I'm
Cook
a
up,
Clay
Dre.
stan, right? Dre, I'm a Clay stan. And I just wanted to say we should trade Andrew Wiggins because he only played 19 minutes tonight.
Man,
Nigga,
Hold
shut
on,
your
hold on,
ass
hold on.
up.
I'm not
Shut
even
the
playing
fuck
with that
up,
BS
nigga.
tonight, bro.
Hell
Get the
no.
fuck out of
What
here.
the hell are you
I'm not
talking
even
about?
playing with that.
Bull-
Hold up. Relax. Come on, man. Relax, man. Come on, man. Relax. Come on.
Oh,
Let me finish. I just wanted to say
hey,
This
if
jump
Andrew
curve
Wiggins
use, bro.
actually cared about the team,
Let him
if
cook.
Andrew
Let him
Wiggins
No,
cook.
actually
no,
cared
no,
about
no,
the
no,
team, he
no.
wouldn't have let himself got injured.
Nah, bro. That's
You
my
ain't
guy.
cooking
That's my
shit,
guy.
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Curfews, go ahead, bro.
If I'm just trying to say if Andrew Wiggins actually cared about the team, he wouldn't
Yeah.
let his ankle get injured.
are
That's
you
all I'm gonna say.
fucking serious?
You should trade Andrew Wiggins. He should not let himself get injured.
He's
Clay
obviously
played 40
trolling.
minutes
All right, we're
today.
Nah, he's
trolling.
trolling. He's trolling.
This nigga's
He's
Nah,
trolling.
trolling,
bro.
bro.
Nah.
This nigga's
Yeah.
trolling.
This nigga
Dre.
ain't cooking
No,
shit,
time for
bro.
this fucking bullshit, bro. If you close the game with Draymond and Trace in the fucking front court, they're
Jim,
gonna win. They would have won this game.
Jim, I'm gonna send you 200 on cash out. Book the U-Haul. We're
Jim,
packing
hey,
both this
listen.
shit. We're packing both. We're
I,
packing both this shit. I don't give a damn.
the overtime was
This
so
nigga lying.
He's
the
gone.
overtime was so
He's
funny
gone.
when I had to watch Steph box out what is his name Onyeka and with the 4 guards. I was like, oh my god, it was just impossible at that point.
Fuck this
How
shit,
can
bro.
how can anybody who understands basketball?
Somebody
How can
contact
anybody who
Amos.
understands basketball?
Fucking, this is bad, bro.
Are you in a
Bro,
coffin?
Mo, what is up with your mic, bro? Jesus Christ. Get off the headphone.
Bro, sound like he using two
Things cooked, bro.
solo cups tied with a
He talking
string.
through tinfoil, bro.
Yo.
all right. Well, RoboCop gets it in order. If you put
RoboCop
Draymond
is
at
Jim,
power
bro.
forward,
crazy.
Yo, Jim's
Oh
cooking
shit.
everybody today, bro. Oh my God, Jim.
Yeah.
if
Good Lord.
Draymond is at power forward and you got Trace at center, your defense is going to be better. Steph is carrying your offense. You don't need another bunch of motherfuckers, 4 fucking guard lineups for what? It's just Steph going off. Why the fuck do you need 4 guards on the floor when Steph is going off?
Jay, I'm so
You got to shore up your defense.
Jim, you've been
All
sending
right.
shit for Jim. You've been sending shit for 6 months. It's over, bro. Get his ass out of here. I don't give a shit. He's not gonna listen. You've been saying this
Count your
shit for
fucking
6
days, Clay.
months.
That's exactly
Count
right.
your fucking
That's
days.
exactly right.
Wait,
Steve
no,
Kerr
save
is
your breath,
he's a
bro.
fucking lunatic. Anybody who knows basketball should have been able to watch who was on the floor and recognize that they were going to blow that fucking game the moment Steve Kerr made those decisions. Okay?
4 guard lineup.
I
Clay
knew it.
Thompson at power forward. Are you fucking serious?
We
And at
needed
the
a
end of the
3
day,
stop
all
and he
they're
cooked
doing
for it.
is doubling and trapping Trey Young. And now they're playing 4-on-3.
Jim,
So Jim,
They
to
never
add
had
to
a
that,
shot.
So Jim, after that floater that Steph had to put us up two, when Atlanta called that timeout, right? Um, do you think that we should have switched to a defensive lineup at that point? Because like Dejounte had a wide open shot at that point, right? And I
Oh
think
my.
that's what lost us the game.
They lost the game the moment Steve Kerr went to a 4-guard lineup in regulation.
Yeah. But even for when they needed a 3 to win the game or a 2 to tie to go to overtime, that's when, as soon as I saw 4 guards walk onto the floor after the timeout, I knew it was like, yeah, this is cooked.
But
There
Yo,
was
the
no
thing though
there was
Dre,
is
no
like
reason
Dre,
Kerr's
for
how
to
gonna
much
not
is
have a
Lester
challenge.
getting
defensive
paid?
lineup on the floor in that moment. There's just no reason
Guys,
You know
what
for
what
it.
he's
part of
gonna
they
say
went
though,
on
Anybody?
an
right? You know
Does
what
what he's
part
anybody
of
know
gonna
how
they
say
much
in the
11
Lester
and
is getting
0?
paid?
I'm surprised
What part of
Coco
11
didn't
0?
check in.
You know what Kerr's gonna say in the postgame though is he's gonna say, you know, I had those five guys out for a while, and I didn't want to switch things up because it's
He's
gonna
full of
ruin
shit.
chemistry.
He's
I
full of
mean,
So
you're
I
shit.
Kermit
wanted
used
them
That's
to
to
come
it.
actual.
out and right. So that
For
I
the love
mean,
of God, man, somebody hold Steve motherfucking Kerr accountable.
Please.
Somebody got to have a fucking war with this motherfucker. Somebody got to expose him on national television. Whatever the case it needs to be, somebody needs to fucking besides me. It can't just be me only talking about Steve fucking Kerr. I come into the spaces and nobody's talking about what Steve Kerr did. Y'all talking about
I did.
Back to
their
That
back.
was
titles
the
off my
first
Back to
thing I
uncle
back.
back to
said.
back.
Back to
You
back.
should be
Too chill. Are
embarrassed,
you
man.
serious? Bro, how much is Lester getting paid? I'm gonna ask that one more time. How much is he getting paid?
I don't think that motherfucker even is
Are you
on a
serious? Is he
contract.
on a 2-way contract? He
Listen,
just played.
bro,
Yeah.
like you guys
Did
gotta
he
understand.
just outplay Klay Thompson on a 2-way contract? Get his ass out of here. No, I don't give a shit. No,
Well,
there's no
hold
more
on, hold
excuses.
on. We've seen this
No, bro.
already though. Hold on, we've seen this. The signs were there last season, bro. The signs were there last season. Remember in the first round, he got out like Klay was getting outplayed by Malik Monk. Like he was getting outplayed by Lonnie Walker in game 4. Like that's just like we've seen like lesser players or like players that shouldn't be considered like in the same breath as Klay, but they outplay him because and there's reason for that, right? Due to age, due to his poor shot selection, due to his one-dimensional nature. Like he's no longer what he was, and so it's just like he's more prone and susceptible to lesser
Yeah.
players outplaying him. It's just the reality of it.
But,
He's replaceable, man. He's very very replaceable. So he should be very careful with how he decides to negotiate his contract, man, because he may not get a great contract, and it might be even less than what he thought like. He might be even less
it
than what the Warriors offered him. You know what I'm saying? Like it might
if
even
the
be less than.
Warriors okay,
Yeah.
if you're the GM, okay, let's put this into perspective. So in the offseason, I'm telling you right now that fucker's gonna stand on business. He wants his contract, he wants his money. So that means he's gonna walk for nothing. And I be damned if that fucker walks and we get nothing for him. Trade his ass tomorrow morning. I don't give don't even let him do an interview. Send his ass home and say, hey,
You can't trade a franchise legend. He's won us 4 championships.
yeah, the franchise
What are
just
we
got
doing
outplayed.
here, bro?
Just got.
What are we doing here? You can't trade a franchise legend. I don't care what you say. He's won 4 championships. Were you there for OKC Game
And I got a
6?
pair of socks. I don't give a
Bro,
shit.
I can't tell if Earth's
He's
trolling or
going
not, bro.
tomorrow.
No
I can't tell.
loyalty, bro.
I think it
He's
None
goes
going
back
whatsoever.
to
tomorrow,
what
bro.
Urkel said. You
He's
know, maybe
he's going
You
tomorrow.
maybe
space
the
game
guards
guys
weren't
don't
putting the
understand.
ball. I think the
Don't
guards weren't putting the ball in his hand. And maybe it's just me, but maybe since the NBA switched to Wilson, he's still used to Spalding. I don't know. I think it's something with that. So,
Steph
can't
dropped
trade him.
right,
60 tonight. Steph dropped
right,
60
great.
tonight. I
Yeah,
know
I'm
we're
not
being
hearing that shit.
sarcastic, bro, but like I'm sick of like these Clay stands don't even show face. Like where the fuck are they? Show some face.
Last,
As
Represent.
far as I'm concerned,
Represent.
it's
well,
going to
hold
be
on,
an
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Stand.
unsuccessful trade
Represent.
deadline
Where are the Clay stands to represent?
No, listen,
Who's
listen, listen.
representing
You know what's
Clay?
funny,
unless we get
Dre?
him gone. It's going to be an unsuccessful trade deadline unless Clay goes. Like nothing is going to make me optimistic unless he goes.
Okay, guys, what's the solution? We're just doing a bunch of screaming. I personally want to know what's the solution. Dre, I see
What do
that
you mean?
you're animated, you're angry, and you're frustrated. So, Dre, I'm asking you sincerely. This is
Shadow,
no
we've gone
trolling.
through
I'm
the
serious.
solutions.
What is the
No,
solution?
no trolling. We've gone through the solutions in playback every day.
Bruh, trade a nigga for a JV high
We
school
know, we
hooper.
know, we
Everyone will
know
be
the
better
solution,
off.
bro. Like he's making too much money, and you've already said that all Lacob's leverage goes away after February 8th.
It's
And
over.
why would we
It's
give Klay
over.
Thompson any fucking leverage? Why? Why
There's
would we
no
do that?
leverage after February 8th. It's over.
Okay, so then don't give
The
Klay Thompson
solution
the
is
leverage.
Dejounte.
Why would we give Klay the leverage,
Brother,
especially
I do
when
not need another guard on
So
this
so
team.
are you guys don't think he could shake out of this? No?
No,
No,
no.
Bro,
no,
what
no way.
did you see what he did
It's
tonight?
Shadow, man. Shadow, I love the
Bro,
optimism, but we
listen to
gotta
It
me.
be
was like
real.
he
Shadow,
texted, he
Bro,
wasn't even hot.
Shadow,
listen to
no.
me. Hold on,
Let
hold on,
me,
hold
let
on. Hold on. He just got a bunch of bad balls, man. I mean,
Oh,
it's not his fault, bro. Stop it.
Dude,
nah,
Urkel
let me
troll,
get at
bro.
Shadow. I need to
okay,
get
okay,
at Shadow.
go ahead, brother.
Shadow, listen, yeah. You're the master of optimism. We love it. Like, you spread hope and positivity, but at some point, we gotta be real, my nigga. Um, Listen, man. I love the optimism. We need some
Clay,
type of
okay.
foils, some type of.
You
Listen,
guys think it's over? Like
Dejounte me.
you don't have no more
You
faith
know
in
what?
Clay.
He's
It's over,
done.
If Clay just
bro.
shot bad,
Shadow.
listen. Can I
It's not
can
even
I say
Shadow. Let's
something?
get real, man.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
If Clay just shot bad tonight, I say whatever. But not only did he shoot bad, but he made horrible decisions. He can be a corner on defense, but you know what? JK and him is on the fast break. There's one person between them. The simple pass he couldn't even do. That's sick. That is sick work. I, ca- if I
Listen,
can, I can
we
be
saw this guy
optimistic
shoot
that he
us
can
out of the
shake
Lakers
off a
series.
bad shooting game, but he cannot shake off horrible IQ. He cannot shake off horrible decision
listen,
making.
what
That
you are
is going
saying
to
is
be him
this:
for the rest of the
you can
season.
you can shake off bad. I know what you're saying. You're saying you can shake, and I agree with this. And I've been saying this for months and months and months. But the Clay stands don't seem to understand what's being said. It's not about bad shooting. It's about bad process. And you can tell, honestly, and this is you can call this like theory or whatever. Maybe it's a theory. But honestly, with every subsequent miss that Clay has, I could just watch him like see the contract extension slipping away. And the dude is just like he feels like he needs to get it back with the next shot. And it's really a shame because, this team could be much better than it is if the process was better. So,
Hold on, let
it is
me
what
let
it
me
is.
say something real quick. I was told that trading Clay is not going to magically fix everything, and that we should stop talking about him because of yada yada yada. We need his spacing, we need his shooting. I just want everybody to understand that any type of talk about the roster has to be under the context of salary. What are players making? Yes,
Yes, yes.
in a vacuum, trading Clay is not going to magically fix everything. However, the reason why it actually silently does is because of how much Clay makes. There are players who make anywhere between 10 to 25 million a piece. Multiple players that are making 10 to 25 million a piece that are outplaying him. You can get multiple guys with that amount. He makes 43 million. So it's not as simple as, oh, Clay's playing bad, everybody plays bad, which is another thing I keep getting sent to me. Oh, every player misses shots. All right, sure. He makes $43 million. And I really, really need people to understand that. It is
Tech.
go ahead.
Tech. Who cares about his
Nah,
salary?
bro.
It's not his fault that he negotiated a great deal, man.
He's a scammer.
Urkel, man, you're
Bruh.
not helping the fucking situation. I'm trying to talk
Bruh.
to the man that
No. This is what I
Okay,
Bruh.
need.
Shadow.
I need the fucking founding father to get in here and explain his fucking self. That's what I need.
Yeah, no,
Founding father, get the fuck in here and explain yourself.
nah, because let me say this. Because Shadow was called to the carpet when Wiggins wasn't playing well, which I don't think
You muted yourself, Trey.
No, I think he
I
dropped
did not
off. Oh, okay.
I did not mute myself. I did not mute myself.
Dre, go ahead.
Um no, I'm saying that the same founding father was calling Shadow to the carpet when Wiggins wasn't playing well, and that's not fair because Shadow's not out there playing. He's just him and Wiggins are close, but that doesn't mean that you can just go at him. So now Clay's not playing well. Well, we should call him up to the carpet too then. If you're going to call Shadow up to the carpet when Wiggins doesn't play well, then it should be fair game for you to answer for Clay's struggles. You should be
Hmm.
answering for that then. Where are
I
you?
agree. Where is he?
Where are the Clay stands, bro? Everyone talks
Bro.
about everyone else, bro.
Separately, we need
Bro.
to hold Steph
But
accountable for
When I was
keeping him,
at the
besides
game the
for
other
keep.
day, hold up. When I was at the game the other day, I had about 5 Clay stands approach me like they wanted to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need y'all up here to atone for Klay Thompson.
Are you fucking serious?
More
Wait, are
People
you
excuses,
like
saying
please,
people
Mr.
they
came
want
at
to
Freeman.
you.
do
More
something to
excuses.
you?
They came up to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It does
They want to
crazy.
do something to
And
you?
what?
They should be doing something to Klay Thompson. What the fuck? What the fuck
Besides
is this nigga doing?
besides all the Clay talk, the other thing that we need to focus on is Andrew Wiggins' health because he is our only POA right now. And if that ankle is cooked, we like Urkel
It's a
said,
sprained foot.
the wings will take us as far as we go. And if we don't have him, man, it's not going to look well for us.
It's a sprained
Steve
foot. It's
said
not.
it's
It's
a
not an ankle.
negative X-ray and a sprained foot.
Perfect,
I
perfect.
think he'll be fine. He said that he it feels okay. He'll know more in the
Yeah.
morning.
That is the best
Knowing
news because I
knowing
was
him,
worried.
knowing him, he'll probably lie and say he's good to go for Monday. But if worst comes to worst, he sits out Monday. He'll be back the next game. But
Also,
but
That's
I'm
that,
also
I'm
We
that's
wait,
great
can't
wait,
we
wait.
news.
can't
That
guys,
is
afford to
great
not
guys,
have him
guys.
on
news.
I'm just
Monday.
here. Okay,
GP2,
hold on,
GP2 and
hold
Moody
on,
are okay.
guys.
Go ahead.
Listen, guys, listen to me. Listen. Articulate your points. Let's not yell. Let's be serious. Because I'm telling you, this specific spaces right here, we can get it heard. I'm like read between the lines, Dre. So if there you guys have a proposition, if you guys have concerns, express it without yelling, without just get your point across. Jim, same thing. Jim, you know when I speak like this, it's for a reason. Dre,
Okay.
Got you, bro.
Dre,
Got you, bro.
Dre, listen specifically what I'm saying. If you have any concerns, if you have trades, if you need to get a message to Money Mike, this is the first basis in a very long time that I can guarantee you it's going to get to. So
Okay.
go so
Shadow.
All right,
so let's
Hear you loud and clear, Shadow.
all right. Let
please
Jim go. Jim,
guys,
you go.
one at a
Jim, you
time.
go. You
Nobody,
go
no,
first.
no
Yeah.
emotion. Just let's just state the case
Go
from
ahead,
here on
Jim.
out.
You
Okay,
go first, Jim.
Okay. So
talk to me,
first of
Jim.
all,
Talk to me, Jim.
so first and foremost, somebody in the organization needs to convince Steve Kerr to stop running these small lineups that is completely destroying their defense. They've been really bad on defense all season long. And
What
a
lineup
lot of it is
specifically?
because,
What lineup specifically? The
well, tonight they play Steph Curry,
okay.
Pods, Quinones, and Clay at power forward. And that was the all of overtime and in crunch time. When Kuminga fouled out, they brought in Quinones, and they're playing a 4-guard lineup. And this is the kind of stuff that's going to compromise their defense. Draymond alone is not going to be able to fix a 4-guard lineup. And you saw that to begin the overtime. And Steve still went with that lineup. Somebody needs to tell Steve Kerr, somebody from the top, Mike Dunleavy, Joe Lacob, you guys need to collectively get together and say that this concept of yours is failing the team. It failed Team USA when you did it in FIBA. You put Josh Hart at center, didn't work, and then he got fouled out, and then you put Mikal Bridges over him at center, and you didn't medal. You got to, at some point, learn your lessons, and not everybody can play the positions that you're talking about. Number one, stop playing 3-guard, 4-guard lineups. Number two, Trace needs to be in the equation. Mike, you drafted, Trace for a reason, and it's because he's been damn good. It's because he's a player that's ready right now, a 4-year college player. And tonight he got some minutes. I have no idea why he wasn't in rotation in the first half of this game, but somehow Guy Santos was. And Trace, and then he came into the third quarter because the Warriors got off to a bad start, playing that small lineup, and it wasn't working. So Trace got into the game in that third quarter, and he played really well. And then in the fourth quarter, he's nowhere to be found. In overtime, he's nowhere to be found. These things are not okay. Now, if Steve Kerr is so fixated on not playing Trace because he's a rookie or whatever, and he can't deal with any little thing whatsoever, if there's something that he doesn't like from Trace, then you need to go get a legit forward. You need to go with 3 forward lineups, more than 3-guard, 4-guard lineups. You need to stick to 3 forward lineups, bigger lineups that are going to make your make you a better defensive team overall. And so if you want to do a trade, and you really need to do a trade, because tonight was a really perfect example of why Draymond at 5 long-term and Kuminga at 4 long-term are not necessarily viable. Kuminga defensively was a little bit exposed tonight. And these are the kinds of things that you can't run. I mean, you can't run into this in the regular season either. Right now, you just lost the game because you weren't good enough defensively. So imagine what happens in the playoffs if that's what you're relying on. So you need a closing 4.
Jim, hold on.
So
Jim, in that first half, I was looking at the team and they look phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? It looked really balanced, and I was watching Wiggins at POA, and bro, he was just creating havoc. You know what I'm saying? So Wiggins,
Beautiful.
bro, Wiggins has like the combination of speed, athleticism, and strength. And you know, Trey Young, the herky jerky nature of Trey Young, like you need like a certain mm, fast twitch type of thing, which I think Wiggins has. And bro, he was blocking shots, he was in the shot pocket, all of that stuff.
Yeah, Wiggins
Um,
was good. Wiggins was good. Hold on, let me just say a couple more things about what pieces they need. So one guy on the cheap, we talked about this pre-spaces,
yeah,
is Tillman. Tillman is a vets minimum player this season. You can get him for so cheap it's not even funny, and he is going to help the Warriors defense so much. Him next to, and Steve, because Tillman is more of a veteran than Trace Jackson Davis, he's going to be less inclined to ignore a guy like Tillman who makes a huge difference for them defensively.
I'm
So
gonna
you
be
put
honest with
a
you, Jim.
Draymond like player next to him,
Jim,
that's going to help a lot.
I don't think I think Steve has this thing in his brain about guys guarding in space, right? I don't necessarily agree with it, but um, you know, I think he's going to lean towards the guards because but it's a bad thing that you're doing because when you're leaning towards the guards, you're just going to get out rebounded. And all night tonight, you saw where guys were just getting boxed out and they were getting bullied and all of that stuff. So that's kind of what it got down to. Now, when I look at them, and Steph is just special because you know, what he was doing tonight, it just shows you that when he's out there with space and, he can go left, he can go right. It didn't matter what side of the court he was on. He was just getting buckets regardless. But, you know, um, I think he just decided, like, yeah, tonight I'm just going to win this game. And, they just came up short, man.
He cannot overcome a 4 guard lineup, Urkel. He
I
cannot
mean,
do
in
that. And also,
overtime,
let's talk about Quinones for a second.
yeah,
Quinones, do you know how replaceable Klay Thompson is? Quinones looks better than Klay Thompson, a
yeah.
two-way player. Quinones is a better defender than Klay Thompson right now, and he's going to be better than Klay Thompson for the remainder of the season defensively because he can actually stay in front of a guy like Trae Young. Klay Thompson has no shot in hell to stay in front of a guy like Trae Young. Look what they did. They completely compromised their entire defense. They're trapping Trae. They're not even trying to guard him. They're trapping him, and their defense is gone. And part of that is because Klay Thompson is completely unreliable.
Jim, nights like this, bro, it just feels so deflating because at one point, I feel like Steph was just scoring on every single bucket. And you know what I saw tonight? I saw for the, and I know this, right? But it's almost like it was reinforced in my brain today about how important point of attack defense is, man. Like Trey Young, it's funny because even if you have a big in there, right? The dude is so skilled and you saw where he was taking shots from, right? So this is why the point of attack stuff is so important, right? So when you think of a guy like GP2 and Wiggins and all of that, bro, we need those guys back on the team because, you know, point of attack, and you have a lot of guys in the league like Trey Young, so it's not just exclusive to him. And he was just getting whatever he wanted over and over again. And it got to the point where they had to double team him again and again, right? So I think we're really going to have to get to that point now where we have some things to figure out.
The biggest thing that you need to fix is Steve Kerr's mind, his philosophies, his ideologies of what he thinks is okay to do. And as long as that doesn't stop, even if they get a trade, if Steve continues to feel empowered by the notion that he can go with 3 guard lineups and close games like this and think that his defense is going to hold up, well, this is where the team has no shot. They did it
I
last year
agree.
too. The
Yeah.
3 guard stuff,
We need
Jordan
we
Poole,
need
Klay
to
Thompson,
speak
Steph
about
Curry
trades
on the
that
floor
force
at the
Steve
same
Kerr's
time
hand.
in the playoffs, and they're not guarding anybody. They're not stopping anybody, and they have to change this. And Steve Kerr, the only way you can change this is to change Steve Kerr's mind and prove to him, show to him the clips, the film. There's so much evidence that shows that it's no good. Chris Paul in the finishing lineup next to Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, not a winning formula. So Steve
Jim,
Kerr is
his
the mind
ideology
that
won't
you
change,
have to
so we
convince
need
Steve
pieces
Kerr
that
above all else. You have to
force his
talk to
hand.
Steve Kerr and talk some sense into him. Tell him to evolve, or else they can't continue to go with him long term.
I mean, Jim, you brought up Lester, but even Pods has been outplaying Clay this
That's
season
right.
in a lot of ways. You know, like even last game, like Clay scored 14 points, Pod scored 2 points. I mean, not 2 points. Pod scored 12 points. So Clay scored 2 more points than Pods, but he did so
Trey,
in
we
worse
want to hear your
conditions.
trades, your trades, your trades.
We
Yeah,
need
We
more
want to hear your
people.
trades.
I'll
We
give you
need more
some.
people that can guard in space. I mean, that's
Right.
really what it is, man. I
No, I
mean,
agree, and that's why I don't think Pods is. I've been saying this for months. Have I not? I've been saying
yeah, no,
you
absolutely.
can you cannot depend on a rookie. I've been saying this. As great as Pods has been, you cannot depend on a rookie. How many times do I have to say this? We need more two-way players. And nobody on this team is in their prime other than possibly Steph is on the back end of it. But like, I mean, Wiggins too. I guess once he's getting fully right, because he's improving. I'm sure his breathing is better. But I'm just saying nobody else
Steve
is really
Kerr
in their
needs
prime.
less guards on his
Looney
roster.
Looney looks like unplayable because the league is past him. Clay's out of his prime. Dre's still really good, but he's out of his prime. Like there's nobody that's in their prime. JK's far from it. He still has a few years. He's really good, but he's not in his prime necessarily.
And
All
he
the young
can't
kids.
guard.
Yeah, like and he struggles a bit POA. I mean, JK tries, but he's just not,
He
up to
can't
par
guard.
for. We need a better POA option,
Such
and
as
GP2's been hurt really. Yeah, he's been hurt. I mean, Wiggins and GP they've got hurt. But my whole thing is this: we need trades. Now the trades are either for a two-way big and a wing, or now again, so you could say Steve might want to lean towards guards, but you got to supplant this roster with more viable front court options. I mean, I just think.
So Claxton, Tillman,
I don't. You know what? I'd rather have.
DeJounte, guys like that. Claxton, Tillman,
I don't know about
DeJounte, guys like
I
DeJounte.
that.
would
I don't know
rather
about DeJounte.
have Tillman for 2 million than Claxton for you're going to end up having to pay him 20 whatever. Like I think Tillman's a much more marginal, smarter move because you don't have to sacrifice as much. The Warriors are unwilling.
Dre.
Wait. Let me just say this: the Warriors are unwilling to part
Mhm,
ways with any young players or picks for a guy that they know may not resign. They did so
mhm,
with Siakam. And they and you guys were saying that you guys did say that, so that if that's
mhm.
the reality we have to operate under, then we have to look at options that filter under those parameters, and that's what the parameters are. The parameters are they're not going to give up picks and
Mhm,
Moody and another young piece for Claxton, which is what the Nets are going to demand for Claxton just to walk in free agency or to have to pay him 25 M's, plus Clay wants an extension, plus another young guy wants an extension like Moody or JK. If
mhm.
we keep one of them, plus Steve like there's too much money that has to be dished out, and plus if we're not winning, what's the incentive to pay anyone?
Yeah.
So these are the conversations we have to look at, and like I said, we can be upset about tonight, and we should be, but
Mhm.
I'm telling you guys, we got 5 days. To
That's
Yo,
me,
it.
the season. To me,
If Lake
honestly,
just
and
watched that 60
this might
point
sound
game,
crazy, but in my
Yeah.
mind, the last like month and a half, the last like month or so, I've been thinking the season starts after the deadline because then we'll know for a fact what this
Yeah.
team looks like, who's on the roster, what's the
Mhm.
plan long term, what's the direction short term. We'll have a much clearer
yeah,
idea. The clarity, we'll have more clarity, and we'll have more
Okay, you
direction
guys
and,
know.
and vision. Yeah.
You guys know. Like spaces is not my thing. I got turned off of spaces, so I'd rather segue. But I'm gonna leave you guys with something. You guys remember on the Miami Heat, there was a shooter on that team. There was
Ray
a
What name are you
Allen,
talking
shooter. He's
about?
about
We've had a
six
few of
eight.
them.
Dunn
He was about six
Robinson,
eight. His legs were cooked after on the Heat, on the Heatos. He
Ray
played with
Allen,
Bosch.
Rashard Lewis,
oh,
No,
Rashard
he
Lewis,
played no. He played with
Mike
Bosch.
Miller.
Mike Miller.
Mike
Yes,
Miller.
yes, yes.
Um, Mike Mike Miller used to sponsor um an organization in Toronto. It's called CIA Bounce. So before they got EYBL, um, they used to he used to have his I believe his organization was M33M. I would say in 2016, 2017, I was in Memphis And then I was at this barbecue spot, and I ended up getting his number. He's like, "Yo, Shadow, I haven't seen you in so long." Blah 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 blah. And then we went out, and then I said, "I'm going to Vegas." He goes, "I'm going to Vegas too." So we met, linked up in Vegas. I got his number, I exchanged numbers. I spoke to him today. We had a good we had a good conversation. So what he's doing now is you guys know what Mike Miller does now?
Nah.
He podcasts, doesn't he?
No, he's the agent. So
Is he? Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, he's the agent. If I were you, Urko, I would transition to playback, and I would look at his roster. I'm out, guys.
Okay. All right. So
Could I say
playback.
something real quick before you transition?
Hold on. Playback. So
Hey, you gotta love.
playback.tv/Space Gang. Let's hop over there and we can continue the conversation.